Okay, I talk about learning skills. So learning skill, you have done your mid-semester paper, right? Mid-semester paper. So you have how many questions that day? 25. Then 1 hour, isn't it? 25, 45 minutes. One question, 1.8 minutes, right now? But many of you have an hour to finish. Very good. Well done, huh? In terms of breaking the Malaysian Book of Records, well done. You don't know how is the result yet. Okay, by now, roughly you should know how you have performed. Whether good or no good, roughly you know. Right? And that mid-semester exam is 40 marks, right now? 40 marks. So roughly, if you have done poorly, you should get about 40 marks. Half, 40, there's 40 marks, half is 20 marks. Maybe you get 15, you have done poorly. Yeah, 15 out of 40, let's say. So in order to pass your paper, minimum 50 marks. Okay? So in your final paper, on August 24th, there are 40 questions. Okay? There are 40 questions. So now you really have to focus. You have done poorly. Out of the 40 questions now, you must try to score 25 minimum. 25 over 40 times 60 marks. So that will be about, you'll get about 20 over 40, half, 60, 30, about 40%. 40 plus the mid-semester 15 marks, you just make it only. Just make it only. 55 marks means C plus. C plus, 55 marks. That's not very good. For learning skill subject, actually you can score A. If you have done very well that day, you should have scored out of 40 marks, you should have scored about 30 marks. So now you need another 50 marks. 50 marks out of 60. So 50 out of 60 times 40 questions, you need about, out of 40 questions, you must have 30 above, correct? So now the question is, how to score 30? How to have 30 out of 40 correct questions? So you must understand, now you are facing MCQ. So MCQ is objective, A, B, C, D, or 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah? So you have to be very careful because objective question can be easy if you know. If you have forgotten, roughly also you can guess. But sometimes you may guess wrongly. Alright? So the only way to improve your grade is to read and memorize. Yeah, you read. Right? For MCQ, the strategy is, you got modules. So from your module, you just pick the main points in it. Then from the main point, you look at a few which you think important. Just focus on that. Because subjective question, the strategy is different. Subjective question, you can write as many as you like. Yeah, you can read any chapters, you don't know which will come up. But objective is clear cut. They will give you 4 choices, you choose one. Then roughly you have read, you can remember, you also can guess what it is. Faham tak semua? Boleh faham tak? Okay, boleh dengar? Okay. Okay, so subjective question, you know, there are part A, part B, part C. Part A, compulsory. Part B, out of 3 questions, choose 2. Then part C, out of 2, choose 1. So the choosing, you have a choice there to choose which question. So in order to choose the type of question, you see, let's say part B, you have 3, choose 2. Out of the 3, which one you think you can answer confidently? From the 3, you can answer confidently in 2 of the 3 questions. Then you choose the 2. Of course, not all the 2 questions, not every part in the 2 questions that you can answer. It doesn't matter. You choose the one where you have greatest chance of answering. Understand or not? Don't choose something that you like. It's not about something you like, but it's about something that you can answer with more confidence. If you are confident, you can answer more parts. Not the topic that you like. Therefore, you choose the topic. Understand or not? Choose the part, because different part. Remember, in subjective question, every one question will come from one chapter. Faham tak? Satu soalan tu dia tak boleh A mesti chapter 3, B mesti SSC chapter 4. Dia tak ada macam tu. We set question based on chapter. Understand? Of course, sometimes out of the A, B, C, D part, maybe one part come from your critical thinking, your experience. Maybe you may not get from the module. Tapi for MCQ question, everything from the module